Hello guys, welcome to your reading. So I just got news yesterday about my first stage act. Of course, it's going to be a court case. Apparently I'm going to get sued in this scene. And you know what's the point I was getting at here is that some of us here could possibly be potential actors or something bigger. I see myself slowly growing and for surely, and if I'm growing, then the collective is growing too. You know, it's just not only me, but everyone else. I hear a helicopter. Yeah, so with hearing the helicopter, that could be a significance of us taking flights and possibly relocating to another destination. Some of us here might be going to LA. Some of us here might be going to New York. Well, yeah, let's get into your reading. So, with the Chariot in reverse, it seems like some of us here might feel like things are not picking up or moving as quickly as they should be. But just keep in mind, the delay is always for a reason. You can say it's life's way of making arrangements. You see, if we just let go and follow the flow, you know, life will bring us exactly where we need to be at. It's just sometimes when things slow down a bit, it's really calling for something else. And what could that possibly be? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I just bought me an Angel Inspiration deck. This is calling for knowledge. You know, the Page of Wands here. You know, like with things slowing down a bit, some things feel a little, you know, I guess, uncertain. Let me see here. Brand new deck. These guys get to watch me open up my fresh, brand new. Let's see what kind of message we got here today. I almost bought the Zodiac cards. I was feeling that, but I did tell myself I want to get angel cards, so I did. Maybe when I get more financially stable, I will do that. Here's a booklet. All right, let's see here. Oh. Nice looking cards here. I like the way how they look, you know. And I was thinking about this earlier. What we need to focus on. And showing more generosity to ourselves, you know. I know some of us here might be, you know, generosity doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, giving to others, but still give to others when they're asking for it. Obviously, don't give up your bank accounts, you know. Don't give everything away that you need. But if you just follow your intuition, just follow the flow. If it feels right, do it. Again, like with this, things slowing down a bit and things feel uncertain, you know, this is a time to, you know, rest a bit. I finally got a taste of what rest was like last night. And the crazy part was I had like intense anxiety about this new acting life or this new path that I'm on and about to be on stage for the first time. And I realize how crazy that getting rest affects your nervous system. Like I remember when I was resting last night and fell asleep, it was just almost like my body tensed up. It almost was triggering this fight and flight, but when I woke up this morning, I felt more calmer than I did for a long time, especially when I travel around the U.S. But again, you know, this card here, when you pour into life, life pours into you, you know, but also keep pouring into yourself as well. Don't pour into an empty cup here. Yeah, because there's going to be harmony within this. You know, when you take care of life, or when you're being generous, you know, people are going to see that, or life is going to see it. And if life's not and if people are not watching you, it's going to show. You know, it's going to show that you're in harmony with this, and you're in complete balance once you practice this. What did I even say this? When you take care of life, life takes care of you. I might do another, you know, let's do another angel card. Let's shuffle one more time. Let's see here. Okay. Honor the life cycles. So, as you see here, it looks like, you know, she looks a little dark and grim for an angel. And it looks like a moon, so it's almost like someone's here is experiencing the dark night of the soul. But just keep in mind with this butterfly here, you see that? You're going to be born new. I'm slowly becoming more and more of myself. I'm telling you, when I got a taste of actually rest yesterday, I did not realize how crazy I was. I was dealing with looping thoughts, arguing with myself. I keep on saying one more card, but I feel like there needs to be another card. Yeah, okay, yeah. When we honor those cycles, you know, we honor, you know, when we're going with the flow, we're showing generosity, you know, not to ourselves, but to others. What was the card earlier? Generosity, harmony. We become harmony with it. And, you know, when we respect the life cycle, it's pretty much going with the flow of it, you know. Sometimes you regress and sometimes you progress. And sometimes when you regress, it's like it's to teach you a lesson, you know. When you undergo these sufferings and hardships, they're not there to punish you. They're there to teach you something about yourself. And then someone's here, you know, who's going through the dark night of the soul, you know. You know, you're going to be born new, and then you're going to be free from, you know, these hardships that you're going through. You know, life's going to be a vacation. I'm over here right now, you know, looks like Little League soccer, people having a good time, you know. Today's the weekend, but if you're reading this on some other time, you know, there's going to be a time for you to, you know, take a break, go for a walk in the park. You know, enjoy yourself, you know. You know, life is too short to hustle and bustle for anyone else other than for yourself. Of course, I have like this book here I need to read to learn more about these, but yeah, I really like these cards. And let's see here. Like I said, give yourself like the time and space for yourself. You know, you are more important than, like, your well-being is more important than your job. I know, like, you got to pay bills, but, you know, when you pour into yourself, you know, life is going to give you opportunities that you might not even see when you're worrying. I know when I'm angry or upset, like I notice my mind shifts. Like there's information that people are talking about, but maybe in that moment when I was mad, I didn't recognize it, but when I was meditating and started hearing people like talk about these things, I was like, oh man, that was, information there. It was almost like a portal open up. But when you're in state of negative thoughts, life closes off to you. I know it's easier said than done. Like that's why we got to do the inner work. What else? Spirit has to say for you today. Again, look, what I say about generosity earlier. What is this? The Five of Pentacles. When we show that generosity, focus on our well-being. There's going to be balance, and just be kind to others, because you never know what life's going to bring you next. That's all I have today, guys. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. See you in the next one.